Hello and welcome to Mutiny Motorsport. It is Season 10, Round 2. We're so excited for you to be joining us today. I am your commentary host, Alex, and with us we got Ryan and Nate as well. Say hello, chaps.
Hello, guys.
Hey, everybody.
And this is our beautiful calendar this season. As we see on the left-hand side, we've done Barcelona. If you haven't checked that race out, please go back and check it out. We're at race 2 here, Montreal. We've flown over the Atlantic and we have landed in the beautiful Montreal. Let's go check out this track. Well, we've got 14 corners over 35 laps and it is beautiful weather today. It is bright, it is sunny, there's just a bit of light cloud in the sky and it's scorching hot. And we can see from the past, Peter holds the track record and was the last winner here back in Season 8 when we were here.
And rolling into qualifying, we've got Peter on pole, Pulo in second, T-Tar rounding up the top three. Those two Lotuses really close at the top. Shattered Compass in fourth, Come Some, Orange Trumpet Boy in sixth, Spring Flower on his debut in seventh, followed by Garrett, Alex, Nate Delta, Dutch, Debug, Mr. Mouse, Stupid Doobie, John D, Maxi, and Killer Disturbed. A really large grid here rolling out onto the field here in Montreal.
Great show from Come Some. He was the rookie lining up fifth.
He was, and he didn't even make the grid. He was disconnected on entry. That was the big disappointment, and here we go off the line. Everyone's gone.
It was a good getaway from the top three. That was, I think, Shattered Compass going deep from fourth.
Like he had to take a little bit of the escape road there. It's really kind of tightened up here into this first chicane. Between a touch of the grass, people make it through.
You see a little bit of elbows out. They're just finding their way as people are diving up the inside and around, just trying to find space as they have the momentum, and some people are having to brake for other people. And it is still a bit wild in the midsection there. The two Red Bulls side by side. Oh, and Lumberman just having to take the escape road just there.
Really tricky with the full field, especially coming down to this hairpin. It's going to be the first time these drivers are braking under full field. Try not to lock up. Nate Delta runs a little deep there. It's pretty wide.
And we can look as Peter has absolutely disappeared down the back straight. Shattered Compass in second. He's being fought with by Pulo as they go side by side into the last chicane, turn 13, 14. Oh! And I think that was Garrett O'Brien. And who was that in the Force India? I think it was the Force India that touched him in the back there.
I think I see a cone flying in the background too.
Might have been Dutch in the Force India, I believe.
Yeah, as they go side by side. So we're on board with Orange and Springflower here. Springflower showing a real turn of pace in his debut for the Mutiny. Has to go across the grass though. Orange takes that position back. That's a fight for sixth place. And these guys are not giving up on lap 2.
You can really see Orange fighting the steering wheel there all the way through that chicane.
Here we go. Pulo versus Shattered Compass. Side by side. They have to take the escape road. Oh! Oh, that's going to cost them just a little bit of contact.
That's damage for Pulo. I'm sure I saw something flying off the car there.
Yeah, there was definitely some carbon fiber going wrong. So the top three, the leaderboard so far is Peter, followed by TTR, followed by Arsmoon, who's had such a start to the season. Shattered Compass, who despite that accident has managed to keep going, and then just followed by Orange and Mumbo Man. That's your top 6 right now. And Mumbo Man looking racy today, as the cone's still bouncing around the track. Springflower down the inside into turn 1. Oh, he gets the move done, holds it around the outside of turn 2, and that is a great pass there, past Mumbo.
Beautiful driving there from Springflower. He's really looked good in this his debut here in the Mutiny.
Further back, I think that's Pulo in for repairs. He was trailing on the mini map, so makes sense.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough start to the season. It's not the way he really wanted to get his season rolling here.
DRS enabled here on lap 3.
Yeah, and that is quite potent here. You got a couple of straights where you can use it. It gives quite an advantage as we see Shattered Compass take the initiative and tell Arsmoon, what's up? This is how you play.
It's like a move you decided on late. I think he was following the wheel tracks and just said, oh, there's an opportunity here.
Yeah. Some of those are the best moves where you're just like, oh, yeah, this is way easier than I thought. Oh, as we see a huge incident there.
Dude, what the heck?
Orange not happy. That was Springflower right into the back of him. I think he had DRS there and just couldn't slow it down. That has ruined his race. Backwards into the pits is not how you want to enter on lap 4 with a heck of a load of damage. Oh. Dutch speeding in the pit lane. Oh,
that's an easy call. But now we have Mercedes also excessive speeding in the pit lane.
Stewart's getting busy here early on. We got a spin and a crash. I think it was Garrett and maybe Nate Delta there. Yeah, Nate Delta's dropping down the order.
I think that is. Yeah, that was Nate going around. You can see him just drop back down. Garrett O'Brien struggling.
Got a replay here. Springflower.
Yeah.
Looked like Springflower could not slow down there. Did try to get out of the way, but...
I think he also braked a lot later than Orange Boy. Maybe not expecting him to be a little bit cautious on the brakes there, but it's lap 4, so you gotta expect that kind of thing.
And under investigation as we see John D go up into 8th place past Nate. And there we go. There's a decision there for Dutch. 10 second for his entry into the pit lane with a bit of extra speed.
Somebody goes really deep there off the track. I think that was maybe John. And we got a spinner with Nate. Quickly resets the car, gets going again.
Yeah. It's not the way he wanted. The way he started.
Narrowly avoided losing a place there, but he's fighting all the way with, was that Maxi behind?
You can see in this replay off to the right, Nate just losing the spin and Garrett not sure which way to go. She chose one way and caught his front end. That is not doing him any favors. And again on board with Garrett.
Yeah, and it looks like he had to bring that car in for pits. And I know it's been hectic, but I just want to call out Stupid Doobie up from 14th to 6th in just the first 5 laps, keeping his nose clean, taking advantage of some other people's misfortune here.
And as you say that, Shattered Compass uses DRS very wisely on the back straight and pulls himself ahead of T-Tar going into the break on the last chicane. I think we're seeing that the difference in tires right now because T-Tar is on the mediums, Shattered Compass on the softs.
Yeah, and we got a bunch of stewards investigations. So Springflower looks like he's getting a penalty for that mistake, and then Orange Boy as well for going backwards into the pits over speed. He has got a pit lane penalty, 10 seconds. There we go, confirmation with the decision there. That is unfair, I think, but that's the way it rolls. Speeding is speeding. And just to say at the front, Peter has disappeared. He's already 11 seconds in front. Did start on the soft tyre. So using it to full advantage here.
And just looking at tires, I believe right now it's soft, soft, medium, medium, soft, followed by potentially another soft actually. So really kind of mixed up there in the top 6.
Yeah, people looking to go long on the first stint or help with the heavy car and just use a softer tire to help with the traction. As we're on board with Nate here after his spins, following Maxi right behind. Bit unlucky, but you got to keep it in a straight line.
So Maxi did get through somewhere because Nate was ahead when we last saw him on camera.
There you go.
recalling back to Season 8, I remember Nate Delta had an epic pass into the chicane on the final lap at this track, so maybe looking to replay a little bit of those heroics as he dives down the inside here. That's really tight.
Oh, that was great. He absolutely timed that to perfection there, and Maxi, fair play, gave him just enough space to make him think twice. And move done, but these two are inseparable right now. We go on board with Spring Flower, going on the backside of the track, just down to the hairpin, which leads you all the way back down to the start-finish straight.
Yeah, Spring Flower, as a rookie, doing a great job to kind of keep in touch with the 2, 3, 4 positions ahead of him.
If you can hear me, caution, my wheel's broken. Sorry.
Broken wheel for debug.
My front suspension is screwed.
Yeah, Nate, I'm not surprised by that front suspension. It did take a clattering from Garrett there. Garrett still in 13th after that pit stop. He's got to be trying to go long, hasn't he?
Behind him, Pulo in 14th, putting in.
Maxi!
Oh no! I see. If you look on the track map, they're kind of halfway down the back straight. 9th
Yeah,
and
there's
10th.
some colorful radio from them.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That's totally my fault.
I wonder what happened there. Hopefully we'll get a replay here in a little bit. Is Spring Flower closing in on Asmoon.
Oh, and Shattered as well. What's happened to Shattered Compass from second place?
Oh, I see a wing in the back.
Oh no, disaster. Just falling down the field here.
I don't know if there's anyone around him. It seemed like that may have been unaided, but we'll have to catch a replay on that one as well. Just all sorts of stuff going on here on lap 7 and 8.
This is it, and inheriting third now is Asmoon and Springflower. Springflower with the DRS makes it look easy into the braking zone, into the final corner, and up into third. What a start.
And you do get a double dose of DRS on this track. Only one detection point for 2 zones, so he gets to seal the move with that.
Absolutely. Asmoon still with a really strong season. We saw him a few seasons ago when he joined the Mutiny have some real flashes of brilliance. And here we're getting a replay of Maxi. Down the back straight, Maxi looks like he has DRS.
Oh my goodness.
He lost it when he looked like he's coming back in front of Nate. Oh, here we are on board with Maxi. You see he's lining him up. He's past the opening of the DRS now, so he's got all that extra speed.
Shatter Compass into the pits. Just gonna call that out.
Oh, it looks like he just loses it as he steers.
And it does look like Maxi has retired. Nate choosing to continue in the pits. Shattered also in the pits with some repairs. You can see that steering wheel's a bit off center. I think that's probably telling of some suspension damage there, but Peter just, casual 16 and a half seconds.
I think I'm retiring. AI just took over my car.
Oh, and Nate as well. So that accident cost them quite dearly. As we're watching Peter still pull away. Lap 10, 16 seconds ahead. He's been in the 18s solidly this whole race so far. Great lap times. Lap 10, yeah, he's been 18.3, 18.3, 18.4, 18.6, 18.6, 18.6, 18.5, 18.7, and then he is on fire. Now we're on board with a battle between Springflower and TTAR. TTAR not got the pace on those medium tires at the beginning.
Yeah, Springflower on the softs, which are holding up pretty well for 10 laps in.
Yeah. Oh, we see someone moving very slowly. That must be... Is that Debug still?
I think that is Debug still, yeah, coming down the back stretch. be interesting to see. I mean, these softs have seemed incredibly strong here, and they seem to be lasting as well. I mean, the soft runners are continuing to go faster than mediums, but we'll see if that starts to switch over here. We got to be getting close to kind of that cutover
Orange
point.
strategy. Oblong purse is go.
I don't know how much the strategy is going to be helping his teammate, but it's good to see the team work.
It sounds like they're trying to out Ferrari with that call.
Yeah, well, where are Ferrari in this race? Chickadooby, 5th, I think.
Replay of Shatter
driver we have. Yeah, replay. It's going through. Oh, and once you start losing it, it just feels so lazy and so slow. That's it. Oh, and then unfortunate, the back just goes into the wall, and that's the rear wing. And probably some rear suspension as well. Oh, that's unlucky. That's the second race in a row, though. Shattered's had a moment. He was leading in Barcelona. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that race. And then second place here. Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
I'm surprised with that car sitting there just off the racing line. I mean, no safety car. I guess debug must be just enough off the track that the marshals are okay letting this one roll.
He's slowly crawling his way there. Back on board with Peter. His lead, still around 16 seconds. So in the last few laps, it looks like TTR's responded to having spring flower behind him. Up into the 18s now, but Peter, he's held off just into the 17s now, lap 12. So it's Peter, TTR, Springflower, Arsmoon, Stupidoobie, Mumbo Man, John D, Dutch, Garrett back up into 9th, Pulo 10th. So good recovery from that early pit stop there and damage. That's your top 10. They're the point scorers right now.
Pulo's been pretty much on the pace of the front runners, more or less. 1:19.4 this last lap, compared to high 18s for the top 3.
Yeah, and Shattered Compass as well. So just unfortunate they had that moment where they could have been. As we're on board with Springflower here, following TTR still, getting his DRS doses. It's a couple of things. They can get DRS and a bit of KERS. So you can use your KERS defensively. Just gives you a little bit of extra energy boost. Just to help slightly if someone's got DRS on you.
Looks like that might have been Stupidoobie into the pits there. Yeah, pitting from 5th.
There he is. Our Ferrari driver. That was a good stint.
Yeah, Stupidoobie, the first of the top 5 or so on the soft tire to ditch that from the medium here.
Peter getting a little crossed up there through that chicane. Maybe, again, he's on the mediums, but maybe he's just been hounded by Springflower so much as we see Stupidoobie coming back out into P6. So great first stint from him. Changed his position.
Yeah, that is. And it was nice not to lose a lot of slots there. That was a great little area to have himself pit into and not come out too badly. Springflower much closer this lap. Opening DRS when he goes past the white line there. You can see it happening. It's inevitable. TTR holds the line down the middle, making it harder. Springflower just nudges him and takes that second place. Ooh. Tasty little DRS move, but TTR not giving up. He's thinking about it down into turn 1, too far behind though. Came back. I think this track is a little bit more rear limited than front limited, so your heavy braking zones and lots of acceleration zones means your rear tires are really taking a lot of punishment. And it is a warm day. We can see the track temperature is 41 degrees Celsius, so it is cooking out there, even though we've got some heavy cloud that's come over since the beginning.
Sounded almost like a little bit of a coast phase there from Titar. I don't know if maybe save a little bit of fuel, maybe just because he's in the DRS trying to be cautious entering there, but that was a pretty big lift. Again, they're entering the hairpin as well.
Yeah, you could hear it there. Definitely lifting off. This might even be fuel limited this race. So I wonder if there's already some fuel saving going on. All the front runners now into the 19s.
Gonna be unlapping myself on you, John, at some point. Just caution. I'll overtake Mumble Man first.
So let's have a look. John D in 7th there. Number Man just ahead of him. And there, we didn't see it on screen, but we can see it on the timing board there. John D got past Mumbo Man. So maybe he's going to allow Debug to unlap himself now. Springflower not pulling away quite as much as he might have thought on those soft tyres. We're at lap 15, so there's about 20 laps still to go. Got to be thinking about pitting soon.
Looks like Peter actually in and out of the pits, back onto a fresh set of mediums. He retains the lead, but that's why Springflower and TTR closed up so close. He came in and out of the pits, managed to retain the lead, so he's led every lap of this race.
Wow. This is the Peter we remember, not the one from Barcelona. Just showing a level of dominance and speed. No one has kept up with him, and now he has like we said, he has an entire pit stop to just do what he wants to the end of this race. As long as he doesn't make a mistake. The Springflower is hounding him right now still.
Yeah, he's on the mediums, which should be up to temp by now, but Springflower showing him some warm softs are still viable at the moment.
Yeah, and the top 3 separated by less than a second, so there's got to be a lot of dirty air there, but that also means a lot of moments in the straight to just slipstream and gain a bit of extra speed as TTR is still hounding Springflower. He doesn't want him to take that position from him. He's not giving up. Here we go, the first DRS detection point. We see it's a bit of a DRS train. It looks like Peter is very quick in a straight line though. They're not making up much room on him. So I wonder if he's running a little bit lower downforce to help. And it may well be a tactic. Peter was on the front row, so may have thought, you know what? I'm going to use a low downforce setting here just to help me escape those with DRS.
Just noting here, Shattered Compass up to 11th, so he's 1.1 place outside of the point scoring. He's a bit over 30 or 40 seconds behind Pulo, so gonna have to need another mistake there, but he's stayed in it despite the damage. Still in a chance for contention for points.
Yeah, that'd be a great recovery. As you see Springflower in the pits, TTR now following directly behind Peter. Guys have been rivals for a little while. But right now, Peter absolutely showing who's boss. He's already done his pit stop. Like we said, Peter gone onto the medium tyres, so we're assuming TTR's running long here to go onto the softs. So maybe the speed will come at the end of the race. Will it be enough?
Yeah, we'll have an entire pit stop gap to make up. Mumble Man jumping into the pits from 7th there.
Really good, a quiet race from him, but really doing a great drive out there. I know, obviously, he switched from a controller to a wheel this season, so this is his first time doing that, but putting it to good use.
Yeah. Springflower, he's already passed Ask Moon once, but has Ask Moon pitted yet? I can't remember, but
I believe not.
I believe not, so he's re-catching him. So he's got new tyres versus old tyres. He's got DRS. And that looks fairly easy. I say that, but had to wait until the braking zone.
Well, so we're going to have to see if Springflower's pulled off the captain's position or if TTR's pulled off an overcut.
Let's go out of pits. They are side by side, I think, as they go into the braking zone for T2.
Just barely there.
Yeah, just maybe. The Arse Moon just held up Springflower just enough for TTR to pull that off, and it's 20 seconds up the road to Peter now. So what can they do? This is a long way to go. It's to go right towards the edge of the wall there.
TTR out onto the softs, Springflower on the mediums, so it's going to be an interesting matchup here coming down to the closing stages.
Peter up into the 17s. That's a swift time. Springflower has those mediums up to temperature by now. It's got DRS. Half a second. And you can see the graphic down at the bottom here, which is showing the live gap. So just about half a second, maybe a little bit less. You can see it closing up when he has the DRS into the braking zones.
Yeah, so DRS and a tow here worth over a quarter of a second, close to 4/10.
Pretty powerful stuff.
Ooh, running right up to the wall there in the dirty air. Have to do a little bit of a correction, but it's tricky to stay close through this section, especially if you're running a low downforce setup.
Yeah. You want the car to be nice and responsive, but you also don't want it to get in your way down the straight. As we see Springflower is in the first detection point. Couldn't make it. It's now got to line him up down into the hairpin, try and break a fraction later. Take a slightly tighter line. There he goes. 0.8 of a second as they come out. Gaining a little bit. DRS opens.
Don't think he's quite going to have it down this straight. Yeah, tucks in. Really good line through the chicane there, though. Avoids the wall champions. Another dose DRS.
Yeah, not leaving any track to spare, I'd say.
Oh! And it looks like he just went into the back of TTR there. That's both first mates taken out by Springflower.
He has it out for them this
hell?
race.
That is one broken car, TTR. Oh, and the stewards are already investigating it. Oh, that is a handful. Springflower doesn't look like he's got much damage. He's still on the pace.
And poor Titar has the entire lap to go now to go back for repairs.
Yeah, that is a long, long way.
So that's now 2 races in a row where things completely outside of Titar's control have taken him out of contention. And in Barcelona, it was some lag spikes, which he had the lead and then just inexplicably kind of lag spiked into the wall and ended up finishing, I think, P6 or P7. And now here, just taken out from another driver from behind and is going to have to limp all the way around. There's certainly almost no way he finishes in the points now.
No, gotta think. If you got Debug who had something similar, wheel disconnected earlier on this race, is now 8-9 minutes behind. There we get confirmation. 10-second penalty for Springflower. So that's a second penalty of the race.
Yeah, that one's an easy decision from the stewards.
Yeah. As we're on board, so let's run down the top 10. Looks like TTR's still falling down the list. It's Peter, followed by Springflower, Arsmoon in third. So great drive again from that McLaren driver. Stupidoobie in fourth, John in fifth, Mumbo Man in sixth, Dutch in seventh, Pulo in eighth, TTR in ninth, but still falling. Oh, Garrett's now in ninth. TTR 10th. Shattered Compass will surely get past TTR very soon. And we got rounded off. Got Killer Disturbed, Orange, Debug, and then we got our retirees, Nate and Maxi, and then Kumsum, who didn't even get there on the starting grid. It was just a bit late pressing ready, and that's really unfortunate.
Titar just trying to stay out of people's way, just very wisely hugging his car to the wall there. I mean, that car this is going to be at least a 3 or 4 minute repair here.
Yeah, you can see the drinks and bottles for the brake fluid as well. Totally exposed, suspension bent.
I would not recommend drinking brake fluid, kids at home. Just want to throw that out there.
So that looks like John D coming out of the pits onto the soft tires. So he made it to lap 22. That was pretty impressive stuff. In those medium tires.
Peter, again, just the class of this field. I mean, 21 seconds out in front. It does look like Springflower's managed to match his pace, at least on this last lap, but 21 seconds is a pretty tall order to make up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so further behind him, you got Aspen about 10 seconds behind Springflower. Stupid Doobie, another 16 behind. Mumbo Man, 25 seconds almost. Yeah, Dutch not too far behind Mumbo, actually. That's the pretty close battle at the moment, which is 3 seconds. So only a little wide moment could bring Dutch well into play for 5th place.
Really impressive, I think, just two drivers here. Stupid Doobie up 10 positions from P14, obviously benefiting a bit from other people's misfortune, but also having to make some on-track overtakes. So, and then also Hula with a great recovery. He was spun by Shattered Compass earlier in the race, but has managed to recover back up to 7th. So scoring some good points for the Lotus team.
I think Pulo's on the hard tire. So this is actually pretty good pace if we're looking at him right now. 1:19.2 is a couple of seconds off, but that hard tire, he needs to go as long as possible and not have to stop again. So great recovery right now. Back on board with Peter. And we look around him on the track map. He's lapped over 6th place. He's trying to catch up 5th place to lap him. That's how far he is ahead. You gotta remember, Peter won 2 championships and the Triple Crown. So no slouch in the Mutiny. He took a season off. He did not do the F3 season. Went to go do some endurance racing. He's come back and it's done him good.
Pulo in the pits there, you probably wouldn't expect that on the hard tire. You'd think they would last for almost as much of the race as possible, but with the laps winding down, maybe it's time to gamble on the strategy.
Yeah.
Oh man, finally the car is getting lighter.
That's bad news for everyone else when Peter starts feeling that the car comes back to him. This is Peter on a heavy car. What's he going to be like on a light car?
Looked like maybe that threat from Dutch on Mumbo he's 3 seconds slower on the last lap, and now he's a full 8 seconds off. So maybe a couple mistakes there. Maybe he'll be able to gather back up. He's still got a bit of time in this race, so.
He does. And he was very wide at the hairpin, so I'm wondering if he's just starting to get a bit of overheating. Maybe the track temperature is up to a scorching 49 degrees Celsius. The clouds are gone, so it's getting very hot. Some of those tires must be crying about now. So back on board with Peter. He is hunting down Mumbo Man to lap him. Asmoon into the pits, it looks like. There we go. So
I believe this is his first stop.
Yeah. He's done a monster stint. Asmoon started on the mediums and pitted on lap 24, 25. Great stuff there, and it's still out into 3rd place. What a drive. So now, how far is he behind? Oh, we know Springflower has 20 seconds worth of penalties so far, so he's got to make up just a little bit of time here. See if he can get that 2nd place off Springflower.
About 15 seconds, but with those fresh softs against Springflower's mediums, he may be able to do it.
Yeah. And the track now up to 50 Celsius. Already dangerously hot out there. So Ryan, what are some of the challenges with a super hot track there?
Just keeping your tires in check, particularly on a rear limited track, you're going to be overheating them much easier. So I'd say wheel spin's your greatest enemy. Yeah, besides that, the brakes could be an issue too. The tires do keep the brakes warm and vice versa. So if you're having trouble keeping the tires cool, then the brakes are going to start to follow suit eventually.
So you've got to have thought about all of this. As the track temperature goes up, I see another degree. That's going to be
Also
hard.
turning up the heat. Pulo there on Garrett O'Brien. Really nice move down the inside into the hairpin.
He's got some pace on him now. I think he's fitted the softs for the ends here. Looks like it, and he's into the 16s.
He tried to unlap himself on Spring Flower here.
And there he goes. Absolutely not holding back. What could have been for Pulo at that moment at the beginning. Looks like Garrett's in for his second stop. Looks like he's coming out on the soft tires now. Not too many laps left, 9 laps left, so he's going to give it a bit of a sprint to the ends. Dropped a couple of positions, and he's got shattered compass just in front of him.
Shattered defending very hard there.
See him, he's making his car as wide as possible. He's not using all of the track so that Garrett just can't find a way. Got DRS though from that first detection point. Great exit there. 0.4 of a second coming into the braking zone. This is where that fresh rubber will really help. Brake an extra couple of
lap
meters
car in
later.
front of him too. It's trying to navigate the traffic, trying to navigate the braking zone.
Yeah, Shattered Compass might get DRS off of that. We'll see. They do, so it's nullified for this straight.
Oh, that was a bit of a hair-raising moment as they both get past and they're trying to decide which way is the back marker going to go.
Yeah, it looks
Shattered
like
lives for another day.
Disturbed swerved out of the way there, but then it looked like both drivers kind of taking advantage. They said, no, we want the toe, and so they both swerved with him and but able to make it around.
Got it. On the grass, against the wall.
10 tenths right now for both of these drivers, I'm sure.
This is phenomenal driving. This is what you like to see.
Probably pushing to try to get into John D's DRS. I think he knows he's a bit of a sitting duck if he's this close to Garrett on the back straight, so he's really pushing, trying to keep ahead, maybe recharge his battery.
Exactly. Is he in the detection point? I'm not sure. Garrett certainly will be. He's thinking about it up the inside. Oh, he brakes so late. Plugs the inside.
Wow.
Does he get the move done? And then he's going to get DRS to boot. Oh, insult to injury there. But Shattered Compass right on him. Oh, look at that slipstream.
He must have been on the curves there. Just able to stay up really tight.
That was great. Just hold down the boost button all the way down the back straight. It probably last about that long. And then empty battery. Restarts for the next lap. So he's got another 6 seconds of boost to use here. Looks like just with the oversteer into turn 1, turn 2, maybe his tires are just starting to suffer now from defending so hard.
Peter now almost 30 seconds out in front.
Yeah.
Another nice casual Saturday drive for the Hungarian.
Domination. And look, he's lapped everyone past fifth. He might have a little challenge to lap everyone up to fourth. As we see Garrett, he is on fire at the end of this race. He's caught up to John so fast, and DRS has made the move possible. John doesn't even fight it. Wow. What is Garrett's lap time? Comes across the line. 16-7.
Fastest man on track.
Yeah, right now. He's on a mission.
Piolo getting past Dutch with a DRS there. Again, recovering up into 6th. That's really impressive drive from the Lotus driver.
Yeah,
and an unconventional overtaking spot right there, too. You do have the DRS, but it's not long enough for most people to make a move. So props to Piolo on that one.
Yeah, taking full advantage of those tires. Oh, I see TTR's back in the pits, but down in 13th place, does it even matter? It's a long way. He's 6 minutes behind, 3 minutes behind anyone with points. Maybe even more, so.
Perhaps pitting for a pair of soft tires just for a late glory run for the heck of it, or maybe picked up a little damage. I'm not sure there.
So spring class, yeah, Peter almost a second a lap faster than everyone else over the course of this race. And most of that damage was done right at the beginning. Clean air, soft tires really helped him there. It's a lesson to be learned for some of these chaps.
Going back to the gap between Aspen and Springflower, remember Springflower carrying that 20 seconds of penalty, so if you add that on, he's at about 59 seconds back. So Aspen only needs to make up another 5 seconds here in the closing laps in order to pick up P2.
Yeah, and he's got about 5 laps to do it, so he's got to find some real pace. And the last lap was not showing that. 19.2 versus a 17.4. Got to pick up the pace. On board is Super Doobie. What a drive. You've got to say, quiet. He's kind of been alone the whole race, but number man too. Keep your nose clean. Stay out of other people's troubles.
Of which there have been a lot so far.
Which there haven't been many yet. But yeah, Mumbo up from 13th to 5th. Super Doobie up from 14th to 4th. Just, you know, not lighting up the timing sheets, but they are consistent. They've been clean. They've stayed out of trouble. Ahead of a number of drivers we'd expect to see further up the grid. I mean, Shattered, Pitar, former race winners.
Piolo as well.
Piolo. Garrett often been on the podium. John D as well. Race winner from just the last season. Okay. This is yet another dominant display by Peter. Lap 32. Lapped most of the field already. So maybe the fuel saving gone out the window for a lot of those guys who've been lapped. They can now just open up the taps if they haven't already. One less lap to worry about with the fuel. Just give it everything they got. We have seen Garrett pull away from John there, but not as fast as you might expect. A few tenths here, a few tenths there. Track is up to 54, so all these tires are going to be screaming. Every single one of them.
Really hear Peter using a little bit of the engine braking there, kind of downshifting to slow the car down. And back to the timing and scoring, we've still got Asmoon maybe not going to make up the gap he needs to move up into second.
Oh, not looking at it right now. And that is it. That was 4th place, lapped. Wow. I mean, the last time Peter put on a show like this, I think, was in the IndyCar season at Laguna Seca.
Yeah, I think he lapped the entire field that race, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
That was particularly dominant.
Yeah, this is a return to form. The Hungarian.
I think this is what we were expecting of him last race. So he's come back with a vengeance.
Oh, and who's that across the grass? I see someone taking the escape road there. Might have been Mumbo Man in 6th place. I felt like it was a Red Bull there. Asmoon 35 seconds to gap to Springflower. He's got to have a miracle come out. Stupidity here again. We've got to say, what a race from himself. Moved up the field in 4th place, holding it nicely. There's no threat immediately behind. Bueller's a long way back. Asmoon is a long way ahead, so pretty lonely race. It's kind of what you want if you just want to solidify some solid points there.
Peter, just the class of the field again. I mean, this is kind of what we've seen repeatedly through Season 7, Season 8. Just when he's on, he's absolutely untouchable. So field will take notes from this one. See what they can do come Silverstone next week.
Every time I see a man at hairpin, exactly the same. And that's how you do it, folks. This is lap 35. He's about to cross the start line. 16.8 is the last lap. Here he goes. Cross the line. Wow, what a display. We still got some fights behind us, though. Sunflower and Asmoon as well. They're still battling it out. Wow, Peter. Did everyone dirty there. What a drive.
Started on pole, led every single lap.
Good race. Hey, Springflower, bringing home some points.
Good job, boys.
Wow, what a race.
Good job, Alex. Oh, what could have been?
As we see, we must have missed something there with Springflower, because his 20-second penalty put him behind.
It looked like maybe right at the end there, he may have ran out of fuel. He was dropping really quickly.
Yeah, so Peter in front, followed by Asmoon, Springflower in 3rd, Stupidoobie in 4th, Pulo in 5th, great recovery drive and the fastest lap, but no points for that this season. Mr. Mouse in 6th, Garrett in 7th, great recovery drive as well, John in 8th, Dutch and Shattered Compass in 10th spots.
In the driver standings, Asmoon is still in 1st from that victory and that 2nd place this race. Peter now in 2nd, 8th position, sorry. Garrett 3rd, Orange in 4th, Springflower up to 5th position on just his first time out. Then Nate, Stupidoobie, Brauchen, who didn't make it, Pulo, Debug in 10th, Mr. Mouse 11th, T-Tar, Shattered Compass, John D, Coob, Dutch, Killer, Cumsum, Maxi, Dave.
Moving on to the constructor standings here, McLaren continued to hold the lead. They've 3 podiums already on the season. Lotus jumping up really well. Pulo with a good recovery drive there, and obviously Peter with the win. Captains in 3rd, first mates in 4th. They've had some inconsistencies to start this season. Red Bull looking really strong in the midfield there with 20. Ferrari on the back of this incredible drive from Stupidoobie up to 6th, tied with Williams, followed by Mercedes, Force India, and Caterham still to score a point, but we'll expect them to come later in the season.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We cannot wait to have you back at Silverstone race just next week. We are looking forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much.